Today I'm going to show you Chicago style formatting. So I will show you how to insert and format a footnote followed by a corresponding bibliography. This has some excerpts from a paper written about the book 12 Years a Slave. So if you notice in this first paragraph we have a quote, and so we need to cite this quote. Take note that the punctuation is inside the quotation mark, and then we will place our cursor after the quotation mark to insert our footnote. Click on References, Insert Footnote, and you see the number pop up here and a number at the bottom. This is a single author book, so in a footnote we will start with the first name and then the last name, comma. So Solomon Northrop is our author. The book is 12 Years a Slave. And the publication information will be in parentheses. We need to include the publication information and do a full citation the first time we cite a source. Close the parentheses, and then we're going to add page numbers. So this quote was found on pages 2 through 3. So our author is Solomon Northrop, comma, our title is 12 Years a Slave, and since it's a book title it must be italicized, followed by all of our publication information in parentheses and then our page numbers. Now, most of the information in this second paragraph comes from an academic journal article. Now, we're going to see some differences simply because an academic journal article, we have found this online, and as a result, we have to include the online information. So, we're going to go ahead and insert our footnote. And the 2 pops up here and down here, and we'll go ahead and insert our information. And again, as you can see, Christopher Morris, comma, here is the article that we got our information from. Here is the academic journal where that information came from, and again, that needs to be italicized. Here is all the publication information, so volume number 85, number 3 of 85 in 1998, and then the page number where we got our information. This was accessed on November 5th, 2019, and then it's followed by the URL. Now, at Owlet Purdue, it shows you an example of using either the last modified date or updated date or the access date. For the purpose of my classes, I prefer that you use the access date, meaning the date that you accessed that website and got that information. And again, that is only applicable for an online source. Now here I have another quote, and I have already inserted a footnote, and this is a source that did not have a recognizable author. So I simply started with the title of the publication, the title of the web page, which is your article title in quotes, and then followed by the title of the website. So this is my publication, and it's italicized. My access date followed by the URL. So here's the bibliography. Now notice that when we did the footnote, it was first name, last name, comma. Now in the bibliography, it's last name, comma, first name, period, followed by the title of the book and then the publication information. Now, your bibliography for Chicago style needs to be in alphabetical order. So let's go ahead and add in our academic journal. And because the author's last name is Morris, so we have here Morris, comma, Christopher, period, Again, the title of the article found in the Journal of American History. Now, notice here that we've got more page numbers. So page 982 through 1007 covers the entire length of the article. That is necessary because we need to know how long that article is, but we do not need a specific page number in the bibliography. Again, access on November 5th. Notice that the first line is not indented, but the rest of the lines are indented, and we are in alphabetical order. Now, our second publication, our third source, will also be similar to what it was like here, but we're going to use periods instead of commas. So it's still going to be 12 Years a Slave, period, end the quotes, and the National period. And again, because this is technically our publication information, we will italicize this. And we accessed it on November 6th, 2019, period. And let's just go ahead and steal the URL and place it here. Now we do need to indent this. So the easiest way to indent is to put your cursor on this top line and go ahead and tab and do it again, and there you go. You have your URL and everything else tabbed. So notice this is in alphabetical order, and so we've got three different sources. We've got a web source with no author, so we started with the article title. We have an academic journal article, and we have the full page numbers here, and then we have a single author book that does not have an access date because it was not an online source. So I hope this kind of opened up and gave you some examples of the Chicago style format. Please reference this if you have any questions, or email me or post in the virtual cafe, and I'm more than happy to help you or answer any other questions. Also, OWL at Purdue provides a lot more examples in regards to other types of sources that you may use for your assignments.